What's up, guys?
What's going on? So you can tell we're in the Volkswagen today, and that means that we're on a trip to possibly go get a new truck. I don't know. We're going to look at one. It's gonna be a mix-up because we're changing things up a lot. As far as, I mean, this is just gonna be what I drive every day, so it's not a big deal. We're still having, I mean, the first gen's still around, so we're still having our diesel project, but we are switching things up to where this is gonna be a gas vehicle. So I don't want to give away what it is, but it's nothing. It's no slouch. It's kind of neat. It's a little bit older.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a soft spot for some certain years of other brands besides Dodge, and quite frankly, if I'm buying a Dodge gas vehicle, or if I'm buying a gas vehicle, I'm not buying a Dodge. I've had a 5.7 third gen Hemi. It did fine, it ran fine, but it's just not a very good setup, honestly.
In the end, it's still a Chrysler motor, so.
Yeah, not wrong. I'm a big Mopar and Dodge guy, but I'm more of a Cummins guy than anything. And this truck that came up for sale is a smoking deal, and I think I might even be able to get it for a little less than what it's advertised for. But it's going to be interesting. I don't want to give it away yet until you guys see it, so I'm not going to go into huge depth. All I can say is it's a little bit older, it's not stock, it has a newer engine swapped into it, so that should be pretty good giveaways right there. And yeah, I don't know, anything, what else?
I don't have anything. I mean,
so
we'll catch up once we get there, I guess.
Yeah, once we leave, we'll get kind of a video and walk around of what it is once we make it to a gas station, if we buy it. Again, I haven't seen this truck yet in person. If it is what the ad says it is, and it looks like what the ad shows, then I'm probably going to buy it if I can get it bought for a good price. But if it's not and it's beat up, then we'll probably be coming home empty-handed. So we'll let you know when we get there. We got about a 3.5 hour drive. It's down in Oklahoma, so we'll be driving for a little while. We got to drive those crappy Oklahoma roads that you got to pay for to drive on that are total crap.
By the way, if anyone's from Oklahoma, we don't mean that to offend anyone, but seriously, we pay like $20 in tolls, it seems like, and get really crappy roads. Because I mean, I don't know what your guys' deal is.
Yeah, I don't know what we're paying for, but those toll roads have never been anything good, so I don't know what the heck the deal is. But I'm not looking forward to that, so we will catch you guys after we get down there, and hopefully you guys like it.
Alright guys, I figured I'd give you guys a little update. We did buy the truck. I'll give you a sneak peek right here, but we're going to do a walk around at the gas station because it needs gas. So, here you go. Oh, is it going to focus? So, we'll catch up with you guys at the gas station. Well, Gavin, what did we buy?
Well, we bought an OBS. So, I know it does look a little rough. It's kind of dirty right now, but it's all about what's under here. And we might as well just show you because it's amazing. It runs amazing. I love it.
Look at that, an OBS hood that pops on the first try.
Pops.
I don't think that's a TBI.
No, it's not. Alright guys, so what is up? Welcome back. We are now at Evans the next day after buying the truck. It did great. We drove it 3.5, 4 hours home and it didn't skip a beat. I'm very happy with it. It actually cruises really well. But I kind of wanted to go in a little bit more depth on the new Daily for you guys because there's a lot more to it than just it's an OBS Chevy. So we'll start here in the engine bay because I kind of went over it quickly, but I didn't really, I don't know, tell you guys the whole lowdown. But it is a LH6 out of an 07 and up truck. It's 5.3, so it's got the DOD delete that those trucks would have had, a BTR stage 3 truck cam, LS7 lifters, like all the normal stuff. Let's see what else. It's got a current performance harness on it, so the harness is very nice and neat. It's got electric fans, it's got long tube headers, which all looks very good. The swap in general is super clean. The only thing that we need to do is put a new evaporator on it and new lines so we can have some working AC. But the cruise works the whole 9 yards. Like, it was done right, and that was my biggest pet peeve about buying one of these trucks, because I wanted to buy one RDLS swapped, but I wanted it to be up to my standard, and he really took his time and did this thing right, and that's why I bought it. It is a 99 Classic, which I, quite frankly, have never heard of that. I thought it was only 88 to 98 were OBSs, but this happens to be a 99 Classic. It is an extended cab, has the third door. It is four-wheel drive. Obviously, some people have asked me that. I don't know if it's because it's more stock height or what, but it is four-wheel drive. As for engine, that kind of, I don't know, sums most of it up. It runs very, very well. I'm happy with it. It does have 243 heads, and I don't know if it's got valve springs or not. I forgot to look for that. But let's get to the transmission. So he ditched the notorious 4L60 for a 4L80, and it does have a Circle D stall converter. It's a 3200 stall, and I want to say it's got a shift kit because the shifts are, the 1-2 shift bangs pretty hard, and all this stuff has pretty good miles on it. The truck itself has 171,000 miles on it. The engine has 60,000, and it's less than that with the cam and everything. The transmission's only been in for a year, so this is a pretty fresh deal and setup. There's very minute things that need fixed, like I went and picked up a filter and gasket for the transmission because I'm going to put a new, it's got the quart gasket so it's leaking, and I need a new gasket. So I went and picked that up, and whenever I've got the pan off, I'm going to put in my trans temp gauge because it came with that, so I want to go ahead and knock that out and get it out of the way and kind of tidy that up. Today I called JP, which is Tuned by JP out of Arkansas, which he's the real deal. That's where most of the like heavy hitter street cars go around here, like Justin Heckman's red S10 that's so wild. That's where he gets his stuff tuned. A lot of other people go down there because he's very good at what he does. And basically this thing has what we think is a speed density tune. It does not shift, it doesn't know when to shift or what gear it wants to be in. You can tell it's very peppy and wants to go, but it just isn't sure. So I think the transmission needs some tuning, and the hot start isn't great, and it's just some small things like that. And we need to have him tune the other electric fan in. So it has 2 electric fans. One of them is tuned to come on at a certain temperature, but the other one is not. So we need to get that all straightened out. But I know that he will take good care of that. So November 11th, we have an appointment to go see him. And this thing will get the works there. Let's take a look at these tires. So you guys already know I love Welds. These tires, they are Toyos, but they're ate up pretty good. They've seen some gravel travel for sure. So we're gonna need some new tires and wheels, obviously, like usual. I'm picky about that anyway. I shook the front end a little bit. Upper ball joints on both sides need to be replaced. So, which that's not a big deal. I'll probably do upper and lowers at the same time. Maybe see about getting some different upper control arms to benefit me whenever it comes to angles. And as far as cosmetics go, the truck, I mean, it needs some love. There's dents for sure, but the main reason I bought it was for the swap, because I know what these swaps cost, and they're very expensive. I say very, I mean, they're probably about $5 grand, and I've got a tad more than that in the truck, so I'm very happy with it. But cosmetic stuff, we're gonna need to get some PDR done, get some dents out. The top of these rails where the bed liner is or whatever, I don't like this at all. I would like to have this taken off and that painted and put a bed cover on it. The bumper's dented. It's, like I said, it's a bunch of small stuff. We'll take you to the interior. It is gray interior, and that's what I really wanted. So as you can see, it's very dirty. It came from Oklahoma, so it's got some Oklahoma red dirt in here. But you guys, I mean, all you guys know, I detail for a living, so this carpet is gonna get the works because it is very dirty. So we're gonna have a cool extraction video, and we're gonna detail the crap out of this interior. We're gonna ditch most of this green stuff that's painted to match in here. It's just, it's not awful, but a lot of the clips are broken stuff, so I want all new pieces like this, which are not a big deal to get a hold of. This door panel's broke, so we'll get a new door panel for both sides. It has some subs, and it's got 2 amps behind the seat. I don't know specifics on that because I'm not a sound system guy at all. But the third door is kind of neat. And this tint, you guys can't see it because it's rolled down a little bit, but this tint's junk. So I'm going to be peeling all the tint on this truck, and we're going to go pay a good visit to my buddy Garrett down in Marshfield, Missouri, which if you guys are in the local area, Garrett is the real deal, whether it's wraps, tint, you name it. Sound, especially sound systems, he is very good. He's the real deal. So visit him if you need any of that. But I am extremely pumped. I told you guys it was going to be a mix-up, and it really was. I decided to go half-ton gasser, but I love these trucks. I grew up in a 98. That's what my dad had, and I've got a real soft spot for them. And when I found one that was LS swapped very nicely, I had to jump on it. And this is saving me, like some of you guys last when I got rid of the 05. This I'm in much cheaper. I don't have a loan. It saves money on all the maintenance. All the parts for it are much cheaper, and getting parts for it in general, like just cosmetic stuff, is much cheaper than what a Dodge is. So that's basically the new truck, and there's gonna be lots of videos on this thing. We're gonna take you guys with us to go see JP, which that's what he goes by. I guess it's Jim Parkinson or whatever. But we're gonna take you guys with us there for tuning, and just, I don't know, this thing's gonna get the works. The paint, we're gonna do a full paint correction, ceramic coating after it gets PDR'd. So it's gonna turn into a very nice, clean daily. You guys can, Colton's kind of pointed this out before, but you can see the frame has got, I mean, there's just nothing there. It's a clean, solid frame, but you guys know we can't have that. We need it all cleaned up. So honestly, it's no big deal to undo the bed bolts on this and lift this bed off, and we'll wire wheel it, clean up the frame really good, and undercoat it. And then, what do we got up here, Colton?
The front was already done.
Yeah, the front's like, I think whenever
it could be redone, but
yeah, whenever he swapped the engine, he kind of cleaned up the front. But we'll go ahead and do all that again because, I don't know, we're picky. I want it to be done right. This fender had been repainted at some point in time.
You can kind of see it in the video, guys.
Yeah, you can see a little bit of difference, but the original paint is very hazy. This color, I think, is going to come out a lot different under lighting, because we're just washing the hood, and you can tell that this is just hazy. It sounds like 80 grit. Like, you can hear that. So, you guys know it's going to get the works as far as paint goes, because I'm going to go crazy on it. Whether I need to wet sand some spots, I don't know, but we will get to that, like I said. It's just a bunch of little stuff. The mirrors are kind of shaky. It's OBS things. Evan would tell you it's OBS stuff. Just get used to it. So I'm pretty pumped. It's all minute stuff that we're gonna fix. The swap is cherry. I love it. It drives awesome. Like I said, it's only right now it's running pretty rich, and I have to have my foot in it pretty good to get it to know when to shift, because if you're going real slow, it just wants to jump from first to second. So the gas mileage is only like, I just did calculate it today, it was like 12.1, and that really should go up after tuning, because it's going to be a completely different truck in my opinion. If you get on it up top, it like wants to cut out, so you can tell it's just not really, it's tuned to run, and that's it. So yeah, this is it. I hope you guys like it. I'm in love with it, and we're going to be around the OBS boys. Guthrie's going to have his done soon. We're gonna get some awesome videos of both of our trucks. I cannot wait. And there's I don't know, we're introducing kind of a whole new crowd to the channel, I guess, because this is not Cummins or diesel related at all. So I'm kind of excited for that. So if you guys are new here, welcome, and I hope you guys kind of like the channel and where it's going. So that's gonna do it for this one. But until next time, we will be right here on the Old School Crew. So keep kicking it old school, and we will see you guys later.